Hello there and welcome to Genesis Models. What we have here is our final finished Lightning F2. What we did yesterday is we sealed in with a gloss coat our decals. We left this overnight to properly dry, cure and go rock hard so that all this weathering we're going to do is not going to affect the paintwork, the decals that we did the previous day. We started off by applying Flurry Models Dark Dirt. What this does is you paint it all over the model, everywhere, so it just looks all horrible and dirty and looks like you've ruined your model. After it dries, well, first off you put 2 coats of this on, and then after it's dried you come along, a bit of kitchen towel, a bit of moisture on the kitchen towel, wipe all over the model, and basically you wipe away all this dark dirt, Flurry Models wash that you've just put on. What it leaves behind is the dark dirt in all the panel lines, all the corners where you want to weather your model in the panel lines. After that you're going to have bits of the wash still left in corners, nooks, crannies here and there, and that's where you come in and use a cotton wool bud to get all the leftover Flurry Models wash out of all the corners and that you can't get to with your kitchen towel. After doing that, I wanted to wash up my landing gear and wheels with a bit of a homemade wash of my own. This is just a mix, a couple of drops of Indian ink, a couple of drops of flow improver, and the rest is all water. Paint that on and it all nicely flows into all the corners of the landing gear, and it gives it a nice bit of extra detail and dirt and grime to them. After that, the next thing I wanted to do was I had to paint up all my tyres. I start off by priming this up with Chaos Black, really thin down with water so as to just paint the tyre and let the capillary action just paint in the tyre and not go on to the actual hubcap of the wheel. After doing about 2 coats of that, you come along and you water down F.2A rubber black. This basically is a better looking black than just using a flat black. This is more of a tyre-y colour black. It's a lot better. You're going to have to do about 3-4 coats of this to get it all on, because you're going so thin so that you only paint the tyre. It does take a few coats, after which basically it's all coming along and you've got to start gluing on all your landing gear, your doors, pylons and wheels, tyres, that kind of thing. And I use Zappa Gap, plain and simply. Cocktails, pour this onto some a surface, like I use some Tamiya tape. I stick it to the table, and then I pour a bit of super glue onto that, using a cocktail stick just to get a bit on the end of the cocktail stick, and you just where you want say the landing gear to glue, you put that in there, and then you just glue it on. Nice, not overflowing it, nice applications. After that the weapons needed these 2 stripes and the tip sprayed red. I used simple masking tape. I used some of this jammy dogger tape. This is you get this in all 1mm, 2mm, 3mm, and you get the size that you want and the distances that you want. Mask them up, and I sprayed that with Vallejo 003 red. After that I wanted to do some more weathering, like oil streaks and that kind of stuff. What I did for that is a nice fine paintbrush with some of the Flurry Models wash, dip that in, and you basically come along and you just give them little flicks to give you these oily, representing like oil marks going in the direction of the airflow. We've got a couple here. After that I came along with the Tamiya Weathering Master pastels, and I used a bit of the orange rust, just to flick in a bit more of a weathering, more of an oily look. We've got some here by the engine bay, just here and there, not too much, but just enough to give that effect of it being a nice worn frontline aircraft. After that, the last stage is to, I come along with Vallejo 057 black, really water that down to probably like 80–85% thinners, and I just lightly come along and I spray like the nose area, I do the engine bay, I do flaps, just a light, really light, picking out spots that are going to be really dirty, like this panel here. I've given a bit extra. We've got exhausts and stuff going on there. We've got some more nice black bits we sprayed in there. We also give the back of the engine a bit of a spray over, just to darken up the end, just to give it that worn look, that weathered nice look. Once all that was done, I needed to come along and seal in all the weathering we've done today. Plain and simply, this is going to be a nice gloss finish, so we came along, a bit more gloss, sprayed it all over, sealed it all in. Last and final stages were to simply come along, we peel off all our masking tape that we've got round our canopy area here to reveal all our canopy. Last thing was I glued on the weapons, and I think that was it. Yeah, well, last thing was we've got our indicator lights here on both sides. We glued them on. Before I glued them on, I put a dab of red in that one, a dab of green in that one, so you get that illusion that there's a light in there, a red and green light. And that's it now, it's all finished. The whole kit in general is definitely a recommendation. It's a really nice kit, it all goes together wonderfully, no major issues. The decals are brilliant. You get about, I think it's like 3 or 4 choices of markings. It's a classic aircraft, really is nice, goes together easy, pretty quick, can't really fault it, definitely recommended. The final reveals photos of this will be put up on the forum, as well as this video as well. Apart from that, really good. Thank you and goodbye.